Hello there.
Okay, so as we approach the filming of Godzilla Kong Supernova, as the film enters production, we are going to be getting a lot of set photos from this movie. Now, being that Godzilla and Kong and all of the creatures and monsters featured in this movie are completely CGI, we aren't going to get a whole ton of information like we would for, say, the upcoming Avengers movies, which I'm also covering on my second channel. You can check that out if you enjoy Marvel stuff. But in Godzilla Kong Supernova, we are going to be getting tidbits of information specifically about shooting locations, environments, and things like that. Well, in this video, we are breaking down the most recent Godzilla Kong Supernova set photos we have that are showcasing some interesting stuff that can actually give away some details of the plot, as well as a huge potential tease for Jaguar or some kind of massive Monarch mech appearing in this movie. That would be a whole ton of fan service if it did end up happening. I would be very, very happy to see something like this come to fruition, but we're getting into it in this video. If you guys enjoy my MonsterVerse content, then check out my channel. I have a whole bunch more stuff just like this, and let's get into it.
The Atomic Fair.
So yeah, before we get into it, I just want to say how much it excites me to cover stuff like this. I love when we get any sort of new information or teasers or Easter eggs at what could potentially be setting up a future plot point in a movie, or even just set videos and set leaks that give us hints at what is actually happening in the movie. It is just kind of surreal to actually see the stuff that you're reporting on come to reality. So in Godzilla Kong Supernova, we have a few set photos that have been released here that have given us a lot of hints at what is going to be happening in this movie, including first a set video here that was filming over in what looks to be London with a whole bunch of military and police vehicles. Now, this could be anything from a Titan attack to a Titan landing on Earth or anything like that, but it seems like whatever is going to be happening in this movie is going to be very much on an international scale. So like the kind of synopsis said about this movie, we are going to be seeing another world-ending cataclysmic threat, or there's another option here, which is that we are seeing Monarch hunting down and tracking down the Titans. That is something that I feel a lot of fans are kind of overlooking when it comes to these movies, the potential that they are actually hunting down the Titans, and you can kind of see that being teased, or at the bare minimum they're tracking them down, especially with the 240 Monarch number that you can call, where you can hear that they are wanting people to report any Titan sighting. So they're either popping up in response to this cataclysmic threat coming to Earth, signaling its arrival, kind of similar to Galactus or something coming to Earth, or they are responding to these Titans ultimately fighting the world governments due to the fact that they are hunting them down and tracking them down through a Monarch contract or something along those lines. We're gonna have to see as we approach the movie, but that looks to be what we're seeing here in this shot, as either a response to a Titan threat or them hunting down and tracking down the Titans. And then this other set photo that we see here, it's kind of a more ambiguous look at the film. We don't really know exactly what's going on here, but it is what looks to be some kind of campsite, some kind of observation site, and they could either be scoping out some kind of asteroid or something coming to Earth that is going to contain the supernova cosmic villain that we're set to see in the movie. It could be them once again tracking down or hunting another Titan, or it could just be an observation site for Godzilla or one of the other now dozens of Titans appearing in the MonsterVerse. So that is what we kind of have there. It's not a lot of information, but it also is a lot of information in other ways. But going into what we have being set up at the potential Jaguar tease for Godzilla Kong Supernova, it seems like Sam Neill is coming out and kind of making a little jabby joke here about a potential co-star that he has in the movie.
I'm standing here with my buddy. I think he's my co-star, I'm not sure, but
being this massive kind of Gundam-looking, Transformers-looking Mech Titan statue that he is standing next to. And I wouldn't really be reporting on this if we hadn't gotten the confirmation with the Supernova title being released that this is in fact going to be a cosmic movie, because it does mean that when Dan Stevens said watch this space on Instagram, and when other cast members came out posting, you know, star emojis and emojis that look to represent space, and us fans were kind of looking into to us, you know, gaslighting ourselves saying, hey, are we just looking too much into this, or is this legit? It turned out it was legit. It was in fact a hint and a tease at a cosmic villain coming in Godzilla Kong Supernova. And guys, this could be Legendary's marketing tactic. They know that channels like mine and you know, much larger channels like Dangerville and a lot of Godzilla channels are covering this content as it gets pushed out. So it would make a lot of sense if they're doing these very, very slight, very subtle teases at a potential marketing campaign for Godzilla Kong Supernova by teasing the arrival of a potential mech titan. And I would really, really love it if we saw Trapper as Jet Jaguar or piloting Jet Jaguar. It would feel so much like fan service. Honestly, this whole Godzilla Kong Supernova movie is feeling like so much fan service, and I'm completely okay with it just based on the title being released that we see here, teasing a cosmic potential space Godzilla-like villain, which is something fans have wanted to see for so damn long in the MonsterVerse, and it's now finally coming to fruition. I could also see them putting icing on the cake there by saying, hey, here is a look at Jet Jaguar coming to the MonsterVerse being piloted by Trapper, which is something that everybody thought was going to happen. I would love to see something like that. I'm really hopeful that we see something like that, so comment down below, guys. Let me know what you think about this latest coverage for Godzilla Kong Supernova, what you think about us going into this movie with a potential tease at a Jet Jaguar Monarch Titan coming to the MonsterVerse. Let me know what you think about all this stuff, and for this video, guys, that is all I got. So until the next one, be safe and stay well.